All right, so recapping and kind of just really running through Pinehurst number 4 and Pinehurst number 2. I guess we might as well start with number 4, and the grand finale can be
Yeah.
Pinehurst number 2, where the U.S. Open just was.
Yeah, number 4 I thought was it's a course you hear a lot of. Most people say that number 4 is the second best course at Pinehurst. Number 2 is obviously the best, but then you have a lot of people that like to throw a big opinion around that like 4 better than 2. And I've heard that a lot going into the trip, so I had high expectations for number 4. We walked with caddies for both 4 and 2, which was great. And those courses are kind of right next to each other, so they share the same halfway house. You kind of see 2 while you're on 4, and vice versa. But I thought number 4 was awesome, really was, and it was just a classic example of the starters and the hospitality, handing you a ball marker before, giving you the rules, giving you the rundown, whatever. And once you get out there, like, the course really doesn't start until really, I'd say, hole 3 or something. No,
I've heard that about some courses. Yeah,
you get out on that course, and I posted several videos about this. And there's a lot of elevation, and you're looking out. You can see, like, God, probably 13, 14 holes, and you're looking at this elevation. Almost, again, I don't want to use the Augusta comparison because nothing's Augusta National, but there is a lot of similar elevation and trees and pine straw like Augusta out there. I mean, it was really a cool experience to play. Not easy by any means. I think again, it's definitely one that I'd play again. But a ton of great holes out there. I think there's a lot of gorgeous houses out there, and again, really just elevation and a lot of unique holes to play.
In your mind, what would be the biggest reason why some people might say 4 is better than 2?
The views and the elevation, for sure, because you do get out there, and it's breathtaking looking around. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I don't take this for granted. This is a cool course to play. Had one of the coolest, but one of the most frustrating parts of the trip was there was this par 5, fairly long par 5, hit a great drive. I'm like, we're all playing matches. I know where we stand, and I was like, foot on the gas, time to go. I think we were only like up 1 with what was it, 15, with a few holes to play. But I'm like, I'm going for this. It's a 234 pin or something. So I just rip this 3-wood around, put it to like 20 feet on the green. So I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I get up there, 3-putt for par. So I'm staring down an eagle just from 20 feet. And then I thought it's downhill. May not have gotten the best read. I'm not going to blame the caddy, but just tapped at it and then leave it, probably 5 feet short and miss the birdie. And it just I think when you 3-putt for par after being on in 2,
oh, it's the worst.
It's so frustrating. Yeah. But overall, number 4 was fantastic, and would love to play it again. Really, just some awesome holes, and definitely the most, without question, the most elevation out there too.
All right,
I think I shot an 81.
Okay, good shooting. It's not bad at all, especially for a bunch of courses you've never played. Pinehurst number 2. I mean, this is the one everyone talks about. Bryson obviously just won the U.S. Open there this year. I got to believe that was magical.
Yeah, awesome. And we started on 10, not 1, which is fine, but you got to take a little shuttle out there. I mean, just the second you get out there, you can tell this is just a championship course. The manicure, the maintenance, the speech from the starter, which I wish I filmed, but challenging for sure. I mean, there's no, you can tell how challenging it is, and there's so much trouble out there. It's not even like I said, when you get into the waist area, you're going to find your ball. You're going to be able to hit it out of it. It's firm. As long as it's not even like a fairway bunker. It's just firm. And you can ground your club anywhere on the course. You can ground your club in a fairway bunker, which is a huge advantage, just to take a practice swing or to set the club down and rest it before you hit it. But yeah, I mean, just being out there, it's I've again been fortunate to play a lot of nice courses. Certainly, it's at the same dinner table as Valhalla and Bears Club and Oakland Hills, but it's probably the single best course I've ever played. It's awesome. I mean, it is such a championship course and such a historic course, and always in the U.S. Open rotation. Tee to green is not super tough. It's not. If you're a good ball striker, you can be tee to green, but when you're around the green, it can just eat you up. It's those I think how they phrased it, it's like the saucer type greens or whatever, where instead of like that, it's like that, where there's so many of these false fronts, it can roll off so easily. I could not, and putting's probably the best part of my game, I could not really get the speed down. I couldn't when I was off the green. Either I'm blowing it by up the hill and it's going past the hole, or I'm leaving it short. It was really tough to get the speed down. Sometimes I would have preferred to just chip it. Had multiple situations where I was in a really good spot off the green, expecting to two putt from the fringe, and I three putted, and that's super frustrating for me. But still played well enough. Shot an 81 there as well, and it was just really a challenge. But especially we didn't play obviously the tips or whatever, but it was very, very fair. Tee to green. I hit my driver probably the best all trip, which is great. You want to hit it well. They're pounded some, just feeling really good, and had a couple other had a couple other ones where I was on the fringe in 2 on a par 5 and can't make birdie, which sucks. But birdie the number 1 handicap hole, that was really cool. Tap and birdie pretty much, but overall just a pleasure to play and really cool, especially going on 18, which we played as 9. But when people are having lunch or dinner, it was lunch for us at the time, and everyone's watching, and one of my buddies made probably like a 10-foot putt. Everyone claps. Like, that was cool.
I got to ask you this, because I was asked this by multiple people last night at an event. You recreated Bryson's
really? Wow.
bunker shot on 18.
I'm glad people are paying attention.
What'd you do with it? Or did you even hit it, or was it just a photo op?
No, I hit it. I hit it, which I felt bad having the caddy rake it, whatever. Me and my other buddy Don Price, who's a great guy. He was like, he really wanted to do it too. So him and I did it. I hit mine. I kind of hit it to the front of the green, and it kind of rolled down. So it wasn't cool.
Okay, all right, darn, yeah.
But it was pretty much that same Sunday back right pin where Rory missed the putt, and Bryson obviously got up and down. My tee shot was very similar to where he was at, and I put mine on the green. He couldn't, but it was cool, and cool obviously watching it on TV and then playing it. But man, there's a lot of tough greens out there, and you got to be smart. I mean, there was times I hit 4-iron off a number 3 where Riggs's cottage is at.
I hate doing that.
I hit 4-iron off the tee, but it's the right play. Mm-hmm. 115 in. Hit a gap wedge, 50. I think I had a 50, not a 54. But I was 115 in, had this crazy putt, top left, pins kind of top right. Literally putted it off the green. Almost, thank God it didn't roll into the bunker. But, I mean, just some really challenging shots out there. I can't wait to go try and play it again, because it truly is the definition. There's certain courses you play where it is, you go out there and you just think to yourself and you realize this is a championship course. And that's what it was. Absolutely fantastic, and what a pleasure to play one of the most historic courses in the world, really.
All right, comment your thoughts on Pinehurst 4 and 2, and do you understand the opinion that 4 might be better than 2 at Pinehurst?
You got to go.
I know, I need to.